The COVID-19 pandemic has thrust the world into crisis, testing our abilities to treat those who are ill, track the virus, and turning economies and social lives upside down. As our region takes its first steps towards reopening and recovery, it's important civic leaders set their sights on the next set of challenges. On June 11th and 12th, Civic Action will welcome civic leaders from all sectors and backgrounds to the Reaction Forum, a virtual gathering to help shape a collective response to COVID-19. The forum will focus on 3 opportunities for action: reemployment, mental well-being, and trust. Let's take a closer look at trust. Research tells us that Canada has actually seen trust levels rise during the COVID-19 pandemic, especially when it comes to trust in government, business, media, and our leaders. Yet, at the same time, recent demonstrations against anti-Black racism and violence remind us that trust is absent from many of our region's communities. Here's why trust is important. Trust is central to healthy people and healthy economies, and is associated with increased innovation and greater stability. Trust is born out of partnerships, and Canadians expect it from both business and government. Trust is measured. 84% of Canadians say CEOs should be conservative in rebooting operations. And lastly, trust is not uniform, as COVID-19 has impacted Canadians with less education, lower income, and fewer resources more than others. At the Reaction Forum, we'll ask, what different levels of trust will need to be sustained as we physically re-engage and attempt to build inclusive and safe communities? As we start to answer, here are 4 things to think about. What do residents need to see from government to trust in the safety of getting around? And what role does the private sector have to play? How can trust be built and managed with residents to get the data we need to help keep communities safe? How can trust be built as residents start to physically re-engage and work towards building inclusive, anti-racist, and safe communities? And how can any increases in trust be sustained and used to co-create solutions that help economic recovery? Ready to get started? Let's build back better, GTHA. See you at the Reaction Forum.